Perhaps no athlete was more disappointed that the Tokyo Olympics were postponed a year than Utah gymnast MyKayla Skinner. After being robbed of a spot on the 2016 team, Skinner has waited 4 years for another shot, and now she'll have to wait one more. MyKayla Skinner vividly remembers the moment she learned her Olympic dreams were put on hold.
I remember I was on my way to the gym and my husband calls me and he's like, the Olympics is postponed for like another year. And I was like, a whole another year? I was like, oh my gosh, this changes everything.
Skinner took a week to make a big decision. She could either continue her intense training for another full year or go back to school, get her degree, maybe compete with the Red Rocks, and then be done with gymnastics.
After that week, I was like, you know what? I've worked too hard for this. I just need to, keep following my dreams and just kind of see how this goes.
So Skinner has resumed training, but there have been difficulties.
Just being in the gym by myself training, it's been super hard to stay motivated. And, I've talked to my friends and family and I'm just like, this is so hard, like a whole another year. But at the same time, I'm like, I want to do this. I want to be on that Olympic team. It's been difficult and sometimes I feel like giving up, but I know that I can't do that just quite yet.
Skinner should have been selected for the 2016 Olympics. She had the scores to qualify, but had to settle for being an alternate.
Ever since the last Olympics, it was, so devastating and it was so hard to be in that alternate position and still go to Rio and have to train just as hard to never get to compete. I remember just sitting there being like, I was so close to making this team. And so I think I always kind of had that burning fire inside of me.
As for her Utah career, Skinner still has one more year of eligibility left, which she can defer till 2022. But by then, she'd be 25 years old and may be ready to move on with her life.
And as of right now, with how things are going, I still want to come back to Utah and finish school. And I'm just going to kind of play it by ear and see how my body feels and see how things play out. The gymnastics world just doesn't want me to stop gymnastics. It's like it keeps delaying my life. It's like it just wants me to be in it. I don't know. It's weird. I'm like, man, I just can never escape.